Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Count Christo and this is The Light from the East, now with 100% less muted microphones. Sorry about that. It was only the last 2 minutes of the last video that we muted, but I can't remember if I made the justification about the absolutism before or after we muted it. In my opinion, tactical errors in RNG you shouldn't cheat to correct, but misclicks, come on. It's just, I think that's fine to correct personally. An influential Silky Sultan. So yeah, we were just looking at our ideas. They're pretty good. State maintenance core creation is obviously a lovely thing to end up with. Discipline is it's okay. Years of separatism is great and synergizes nicely with the -10 nationalism here. Those refer to the same thing. Cav cost is fine. The Ghazi, 20% manpower recovery speed is very strong indeed. 5% religious unity, pretty good. And max protocol cultures +1 is nice. And obviously we will only accept cultures that are relatively distant from our home region, because culture in 2.5 only spreads via adjacency. Like you culture convert via adjacency, which is a weird and silly system. It's obviously culture can spread except just across the border. You know, lots of parts of English culture are present today. I'm not saying India is English, but very large presence of English culture persists in England today, despite the distinct lack of adjacency. You know, language, sport, political system, etc., etc. So you really should be able to spread culture over longer distances. But as it is, it means we'll probably do things like we'll accept Egyptian, but we won't accept Greek or Bulgarian, because we can expect Turkish to spread into these areas. We'll probably end up accepting Iraqi, because that's a pretty big, bulky section there. Baluchi, I imagine, will end up accepting. Although that's, it's not a very rich area. Maybe we'll accept Persian, and then some of these areas will slowly convert to Persian. We could get a big accepted Persian block. That could be good. I expect to vassal feed Syria. Fully expect that. We'll see. And then we'll directly hold the land down here. So we might end up accepting Syrian, because since they're going to be a vassal for a while, that'll slow down the cultural assimilation. Shouldn't be able to call this again. It's got attrition. It got unrest even. Why? Because we're persecuting the minority right now. What do you mean persecute heretic minority? Oh, right. Not the Sunnis. This persecuted minority. A community of generic heretics. There's the call for peace. So we do want to. We do want to peace out soon. We've still got negative until it goes to plus 0.03 per month. But how about it, Ceres? I think we take the plunge in January. We just take this peace deal and then see what there is to see. And hope we can take them on. And we probably could. Sicily has rivaled me. That seems so unlikely. Aragon was made to release Foix. That's funny. It was immediately allied France. Very historical for this province. I suppose this bit of it, looking like Andorra, to be allied to France. A little bit early, by like 100 years or something. And obviously Andorra is a much smaller part than that. There's our 11,000 manpower, and still trending in the right direction. We're not going to take Foxhalls. By the way, I feel like the comments are going to say, Christo, that's pronounced four castles. No, it isn't. That's pronounced Foxhall. Take it from the Sailor Man. It's playing the same song twice in a row. Don't do that. It's pronounced Foxhall. Don't step to me on nautical knowledge. All right, end of this month, we'll take the peace deal. We'll see if a coalition forms. It'll be nice to unite our lands. It will, of course, hurt our manpower once again, but we're getting a silver mine, which is great. We're getting a, it's an alright province. There's a road there already. There's some canals, which was really nice. Makes the farming more efficient. Be good. There's January. Yep. We're going to take it. We're going to take it. And, damn the consequences. Hopefully we won't get a coalition. We did indeed treat their soldiers well. Spoils of war will go, of course, to stability. And I'm going to immediately counter-rival Hungary I'm going to check if Sicily has allied anyone that I care about. No. Going to rival Sicily. And Venice seems like the obvious choice. It might well make them ally Hungary, which will make it very challenging if they do, but I'm going to rival them anyway. They didn't take Athens. They took freaking Neopatria. What? Why would you not take Athens? You know, the one with the great trade port. Bizarre. So, war with them is inevitable. This might make them ally, which would be really inconvenient, but I am not in the business this episode of gaming my rival picks so that you can make sure no one allies each other and things like that. They are going to form a coalition against us, which is interesting. It could be highly problematic. We'll see. Tunisia would take an alliance right now. Tunisia tends to do pretty well, in my experience. That's 9,000 men right there, which would dissuade coalition joiners. So I will absolutely ally with Tunisia. And every time the game lags a little bit, it makes me want to save. Because I don't want it to crash. I should also check I have autosaves on. I do not. That would be really annoying. Right, get the autosaves on. And yeah, manpower back down, presumably. No, still 13,000. Not terrible. Military elite is helping out, which is obviously dissuading me from switching off it just yet. There's Wallachia and Hum. So the other people that could join would be Hudavennegar. Adin could join. So that's a strong case for declaring on Adin right now. And Karaman, you know, we can't, we don't want to full call them because it'll get the Mamluks in. Yeah, you guys stop drilling. Move to Philadelphia. We're gonna go against the Din before they join the coalition. All I need is 1 tick of morale, so just don't join it in the next 4 days. You bastards. Of course. Of course they joined it immediately after I said that. How about a declaration here with Taranto helping? You don't owe me 10 favors. Fair enough. Well, that's frustrating. Who else could join? You could declare on them. Gets me to war with these two again. I think. I mean, it's 4,000 men that we'd be knocking out of the potential coalition. We really should declare it. Then who you're calling in Macedonia, aren't you? Yeah. We really should declare it. Because if they join the coalition, you know, you always want to be moving offensively against your enemy coalitions. Against potential coalitions, I mean to say, because anytime you let them declare on you, you know, they're getting a really good war goal against you as opposed to one you might have against you. You know, this way you can split them out into different subsections that you're fighting. It's just generally a lot more. I forgot about more. It's just generally a lot better for you if you can get them yourselves. So now we do actually have room for artillery. Expensive as they are, I am going to purchase myself one of them. Mostly only effective for sieges, right out the gate. In fact, exclusively effective for sieges. They literally have 0 fire and shock. Modifiers right now, which means they do absolutely no damage. That's pretty funny. When do we get actual... It's not till Tech 15 that they get anything at all. That's pretty funny. We'll go back to Speed 4 and head over here. I'm confident that our superior military technology will carry the day. Maybe I do want to get one more Janissary though, just for safety in numbers. I mean, it's a substantial force that they have arrayed against us. Is this hills? No, it's just grassy flats. Oh, but if they're going to let me divide them up, that would be superb. Yeah, like, can I... And there goes Thessaly joining, yeah, understandable. Can I grab you here? You're going to go into shrub flats? That seems ill-advised. I will absolutely go after the ones that are heading to shove flats. Might make them abandon this siege. So much the better if it does. But yeah, I knew it was aggressive to take these 2 provinces. You know, it's going to cause a coalition. We have to fight some of these. We can, you know, the thing is, these 3 and these 4, we can take each of them individually. It's together that we don't want to have to face them. As separate entities, we should be okay. And with the Mamluks and Tunisian numbers at our back, I don't think either subsection will dare declare on us. Oh, look at that. Stack wipe right out of the gate. Absolutely wonderful start. Absolutely wonderful. We do need to make sure they don't siege down Chaldiki. Court level has fallen. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's heavy Chernobyl energy. But we can... we'll probably be okay. What was the other one I saw on here? Great Mills? Oh no, those were all just the normal ones. I don't think we want anything from them. We could get war support, but I think as long as they don't take it this tick, yeah. We should be okay in this war, I think. Good sir, if you could raise up. Hello. Why is he stuck? This bar looks like it's been full the whole time. Okay. How long is it going to take you to get here? A month. We'll risk the 13 tick. Will we? No. No, we won't. Don't be silly. Let's get in. Sure, it's 7 versus 6. You know, we'd like better odds. We need to be taking fights that we can win handily. There is no room for a talented heathen in my court. Go over here. Yeah, that should be... Oof, so close to a stack wipe. No matter. We drove them out. We saved the province. We just want to minimize any province trauma to our wonderful, wonderful new holdings. Should be crushing the autonomy here, right? Yeah. Gonna go down to 40%. It's not superb, but... If we can get that level 2 trade dockland, that'll help a lot. That'll be really good for us. Alright. Ooh. No, okay, they're backing off. Good. Conversions are back on. Izmit. Nice. It's a important province. They are, in fact, charging in here. We, of course, had to take that -1 penalty. They're not going to be here for 14 days, though. I like our odds of killing them before 14 days are up. Yeah. We're going to stack wipe both this army and this army, I think. Ooh. Ah, just so close, but we'll still get the win. Heavier casualties than we could have taken, but we should dominate this upcoming shock phase. Yeah, there we go. 400 to 90 casualty ratio. That's that's the kind of thing I'll take, for sure. Look at that. Look at that casualty ratio. That's amazing. We will hold off, actually. We'll hold off on our advance. Get a little bit of manpower recovery. We need the cannon anyway. Convert heir to a general. 40 tradition. Kind of okay with him being a bit lower. He's already a strong claim. The harem is much safer. We'll go with that. We don't need him on the battlefield. He'll be... he's a 4/4/4. We want him to live a long and glorious life, not die on the battlefield at 15 or whatever. Okay, these guys take a really long time to field, huh? I will head north now. Get the get that war goal grabbed, and start moving towards a resolution here. We want to take a big peace deal from these guys, remember, so that we can nuts, so that we can. I'm tempted to deny aid here. They're already pretty loyal. Let's deny aid so that we can save up the money to give it to the education system. Pissing off the aristocracy so we can help fund the education system. Alright, we're missing... How much now? Missing 84. It should be going up now. Yeah, going up at quite a speed. That's nice. Allowing us to get that that banking tech sooner. Okay, Siege of the War goal begins. Okay. The question is, do we take poll taxes before we get banking? And I think the answer is no. I think we're going to want to try and ensure that we spend the minimum. Well, I don't know. You only need 600 power. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think we will... Yeah, I think we will take it just so that we can get culture unlocked sooner. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's saving us tech points. It's saving us monarch points, right? We're just not taking the tech earlier. Also saves us monarch points, so it seems a little backwards to spend the monarch points to, you know, get the idea group to save you the monarch points, right? All right. Anything else we want to be doing? How's the court doing again? It's still going down, but that's fine. We've priced in a decline. I think we're pretty much set right now. It's just yeah, it's annoying that we've got the coalition, including a din. I guess that means we're going to yoink Hudavendigar and Hamids first. Hudavendigar is outraged, so we'll need to go against them in 2 years. But yeah, I think if we could grab that bunch of land, kind of encircle a din, gives us a land connection to our southern provinces. It's good, you know, Turkish Sunni land, so it's nice and easy to integrate. It will cause a fair amount of aggressive expansion. It's not to be underestimated, but you know, once we can keep balling out of control, we'll be able to get a huge enough army that aggressive expansion will cease to matter, because being centralized and being large and centralized in this mod is much more powerful than in vanilla, because in vanilla, the amount of benefits nations get just for the high challenge of existing at all is substantially greater than it is in MEIOU and taxes, meaning that 10 small nations are more powerful than one nation 10 times the size, whereas in MEIOU and taxes that's a lot less true. The bigger nations tend to be a lot stronger. More to spend on their education systems, and I mean there's higher spending, but I don't think it doesn't track up exactly proportionally. So you end up in a good place overall. Like I said, we're going for a big peace deal here, so just large for the sake of being large to create a longer truce. So I will be sieging down Vidin and Macedonia here. Oh, hello. Are they coming for that fight? No, I didn't think so. Run! Run like the wimps that you are. Okay. Anything else? Not really. Could improve relations with the Din. Like, we could probably get them to +50 and get them to leave the coalition. Yeah, sure, actually, let's do that. Let's make them love us and then stab them in the back. Do you want independence, by the way? No. Sadly, Canik remains loyal. Genoa is problematic. Oh god, they've had Castile now. It's even more problematic. Although Trastamara typically wins, because when one of these guys dies, the other inherits, and Pedro is older than Peter. I mean Enrique, sorry. We'll see, we'll see. Ideally, we would not see a world in which Genoa remains allied to Castile. That would be a bit of a problem. So the other advantage taking the idea group early is that we'd probably get innovativeness for cracking these out. Yeah. There goes the occupation of Macedonia. We can move north and perhaps begin a siege on Badin. Although I don't know, maybe now we have a cannon, we should just siege with the cannon. Just to save on attrition, because manpower is still gold dust, remember. We'll see. We shall see. Okay. I think I am going to just continue giving all of my money to the education system for now. just make sure it stays trending in the right direction. And then as soon as we have the education system, I didn't mean to hit that. As soon as we have the education system looking all right, we can begin saving for the banking institution, which obviously the education system will help with. Izmit is at 80% now. We're getting there. Chaldiki itself is at 90%. Good. We'll probably let it spread through a couple of these before we buy it, because otherwise it would be mighty expensive. It's going to give us production efficiency. It's pretty nice. Yeah, so right now it's going to cost us about 350 ducats to embrace. I expect us to be able to get that down to 200, maybe 180 even, by just getting it in the ones it's currently spreading in and then neighboring provinces. It's going to take a while to spread into neighboring provinces because, as you can see here, when it's spreading somewhere that doesn't have urban development and isn't owned by the burghers, it's tricky. It's very tricky. There's no nothing hasty around it. Losing innovativeness. Now maybe we take late medieval tactics. Yeah, you know what? It's mill points. We're not short mill points. We're not using them for anything else. Might as well just keep the innovativeness sticking in the right direction. The states are restless again. I refuse to acknowledge your concerns. I'm just gonna lose some loyalty with the greater nobles. In 5 months we can revoke another lesser noble privilege. Probably try and tackle their autonomy so that we can weaken their influence that way. Is it the Knights broken alliance? No, they're still allied to Venice. That's the problematic one after all. Oh, the Knights are getting knowledge sharing from Venice. I think that's what I saw. Knowledge shared by Venice. Yeah, nice. So that should... Oh god, but it's so spreading so slowly. I didn't realize knowledge sharing was so terrible in M&T. But anyway, once that eventually spreads down here, it'll go into the southern area, but we'll probably have embraced it by then, honestly. Because that's criminally slow. Okay, come on. 42% works every time. Status quo. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Can't say it's unfair. Okay. Next 42 though. Surely. I believe in us. The question of Borza. The Quran prohibits alcohol, or does it? Well, I don't want to lose the tariff efficiency. Sorry, the trade efficiency. So sure, we'll have a brief 2-year religious argument over whether or not we're allowed alcohol. And then we'll just kind of brush it under the rug and have a beer and say no more about it. Sounds good. Temporary lowering of our ability to gain stability, but we're already very stable. There's that Mentees revolt. And Tonavo is now up 10 favors. Okay. We could use them to attack the coalition. Like, we could attack Adin and get Tonavo in to attack, or at least to be a buffer between us and Wallachia. Because Wallachia only has like 4,000 men, but I think that probably is what we're going to do. Just straight up fight the coalition. Because, I mean, there aren't many people in the coalition, to be honest. So we really should be able to beat them. You three come down here. And especially now we're starting kind of behind enemy lines. Except, of course, we can't do that because we're going to have to end this war before we're going to be able to call Tonavo into another one. Yeah. Okay, so we'll head down here with these guys then. In which case, Macedonia, you can go. We'll stop spying on Serbia. When's my truce with Ottomans? Not for another 5 years, okay. Tempting as always, but no. You guys Give me some trade power, give me some cash, give up your claims, semi-random. Beautiful. You, Vezabad. So we could take the land. But I think we shouldn't be taking inland land right now just because there's no real reason to, and it's going to hurt our aggressive expansion. So here, you two, just give me your money, give me your trade power, give up some random claims. No? Give some land to our ally? Nah. Okay. Good. Bit of money, blocks them from joining the coalition. Good war. All in all, good war. Bit of stability. Okay, and the din is still drilling. We will make them regret that. Don't show your troops any closer than here before the monthly tick. In fact, wait for the next monthly tick. And then I think we should be good to go against the coalition. With Naval on our side slowing down Wallachia. Quick smash of this army, quick smash of this army. And we can quickly occupy these 3 provinces. I feel like we're going to be in a really good place. I'm going to move here such that we arrive on the 2nd day of next month. No, our leader left us. Get a new one. Holy! Look at him! 444. And we can actually afford another leader. So might as well. What? The 5344. Jesus. We are at 84 army tradition, but still, that's 2 3-star general. I'm going to save. I don't want to crash to kill those bad boys. Those are some freaking amazing rolls. This war has just became trivial. Okay, Adin. Coming for you, Adin. And we will declare directly on Adin, because you can't separate peace in a coalition war. And we're going to be able to siege down 3 or 4 of their provinces within the first, 2 months. Calling in Tanavo. Sultanate of Rum on the inland one. They are allied to Karaman. I had forgotten that. So in fact, I'm going to declare it on Thessaly. No, Thessaly is in the thing. I could declare on Moria. That would call into Navo against us. Ah! Alright, we're going to take Karaman. We can take Karaman. No fear. Confirm. Big numbers against us. No doubt about that. But we do have 2 3-star generals. And we do immediately need full offensive war support. Which is going to hurt. We're going below 50% loyalty for the first time in a while. Maybe we could give the Great Nobles some privileges. Yeah, less tax rate on the Greater Nobles. That seems okay. Because we're not going to let them have any provinces. Yeah, let's give them a medium tax exemption. Just keep the Greater Nobles really happy with us. Once again, heavily restrict looting. And are we going to be able to catch this army before the next month? Probably not. That being the case, let's stop here and make sure we don't let them raise up their estate levies. They're not being fielded since till the 9th of May. And then we just need... Oh, darn, they did manage to levy this guy. That's fine, we can knock him out. And then we just want to make sure we get Adin fully sieged down really quickly to ensure that worst case scenario we can peace out because Adin has super low war enthusiasm. That's the thinking here. And obviously, you know, we're not planning on doing that. We're not planning on piecing out soon because we're planning on, you know, winning. But we have to allow for such edge cases as me not winning a war. We are going to artillery barrage our way through this guy just so we can free up that Western army all the faster. And if at all possible, I want to get away with not having to siege down Wallachia, so we'll probably leave them with 1 province. Do I want to immediately go after Moria? Moria doesn't have access up here right now. Let's make them work for it. Let's make them get access rather than us getting access down to them. Get lads in here for the siege. Looks like Donavo is going to do that for me there. Excellent. Can't believe we got 2 3-star generals in 1384. That's madness. Absolute madness. So we are now able to take poll taxes, but we don't need to yet. And banking. Getting there, getting there. Okay, we do need to take these infantry into the siege so we can get that done. And yes, I have to admit, Caraman being involved, it's a pain. It's going to make the war a little bit harder, a little bit longer, but it's nothing we can't handle. Bum, 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 bum. All right, you guys prepare for a siege against Caraman. And we could make Caraman break their alliance with the Mamluks. Because obviously long term, we'd really like to be able to... why isn't that working, by the way? Oh, there we go. Long term, we would of course like to be able to attack Caraman. Not even long term, like medium term. So, ideally, we would facilitate that. You can go over there. You come down here, help me out. We've got this marshalling army in the south. Problem is, if we go north and south, obviously, it means we have to take them both on at once. But I do need to relieve the rebel occupations here in the south. So, and Wallachia honestly looks like they have no interest in fighting me. Ah, because they're already at war with Georgia. How convenient. If they could stay busy up in Georgia, that would be... sorry, up in Crimea. They're fighting with Georgia against Crimea. That would be mighty convenient. And what do we want in this war? Well, we don't want to massively expand the coalition against us. So probably this. But that's already not causing much coalition. So what about this? Yeah, that's probably what we'll take. If we could yoink that as well. That's probably going a bit far on the coalition. But just this to kind of centralize our central territory. That's going to be really nice. Giving us that whole coast. Yeah, I think that's doable. Especially in about 4 years. Which realistically this war's going to take another 4 years or so anyway. Do I dare put 6,000 men here sieging in grass flats? You know I absolutely do. And then we're going to move these guys in here. What are you doing with your 1,000 men here? Are you trying to relieve that siege? You know I've got a bunch of dudes down here. Surely you're aware of how badly that will go if you try and relieve that siege. Yeah, they're not trying to. Okay. I thought not. Unfortunate that that rebel cancelled my coring here. We really do need to make them pay for that. What are you going to do? You're not going to go straight into my siege. I just don't believe that you're going to go straight into my siege. No. That's what I thought. So as soon as they're walking back, we'll just quickly take out these rebels and then head back. We will do a quick artillery barrage here. Excuse me? Do I not have my keyboard shortcuts on? Why is this not able to artillery barrage with D? Anyway, do it manually. And good, I can already start walking up here, making progress towards the province, even while the rebels are going to be killed. Quick little, if I siege here, here, and here, I bet I'll be able to peace out Caraman, because this is by far their biggest city. Right? Yeah, 20. Oh, no, okay, sorry. I was looking at Caraman, but it's the second largest city, so, and it's a fort, obviously, so. We don't need inflation reforms. It's going to trend up until it starts trending down anyway. So, yeah, it's likely to get to, there we go. Now it's neutral. Quick stack wipe on the rebels. Excellent stuff. Still don't want to get focussals. Be good if we could win this siege, because once they've become this 9,000 unity... No, they're not coming after us. Nice. Oh, now they are. Every time I say something, man. Every time I say something, the opposite happens. We'll see. War score-wise, obviously still getting that war goal ticking, but they're about to take it back off us. Should have made it earlier. I was just thinking... I don't know why I was thinking inland would be easier to take, but... Shouldn't matter, because Caraman can and will separate peace right now. I would like to take all their money, because they have a little chunk of it. So let's go for a quick little spread out, so that Karaman is demoralized. And with that victory, we can unify this lot and push back into the war goal. Still no show. Oh no, there we go. Wallachia has shown their face, but as expected, they're just attacking the wrong people. So back to the war goal. Get that back off them. Naval has a civil war. Excellent timing. Okay. Now do you want peace? Not quite. 30 war score. Got these guys at low war enthusiasm already, though. That's excellent. Send these guys down. Send these guys down. Easy wins to be had over here. Excellent. Now you've already won a peace deal, right? No, -3. That's fine. Once these guys arrive to sit on this fort, I have to imagine that will be enough. And knowing that, send someone to re-grab the war goal, while the rest of us ready to smash into this 3,000 Adin stack once it's no longer aided by the Caravan stack, because the Caravan stack has treacherously abandoned it. Okay, they are turning back. Probably going after this stack here, so I will send reinforcements. No, they're headed south. Adin gained. Oh, it's so tempting. It's always tempting, but we decline. We decline. I will take the 56 ducats off you, Karaman. That will teach ya. And I will give it to our wonderful madrasas. They need another 40 ducats. Pay the amount. Nice. So that one-time endowments will have worked there. Now we're just going to save up the cash for embracing banking, as mentioned. Great. These 4 should be easily enough to take out these 3, especially with the 3-star general. So we'll just rally up here. Are you going to Rhodes? Why are you going to Rhodes, Adin? Where do you think you're going, dude? Oh, Adin's actually blockading me. 1, 2. We can take the fight at least. We might not win, but we can take the fight. Dun 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 dun. We could have made this campaign so much easier on ourselves if we'd allowed the war dynamism to work as it's designed to, but no cheesy mechanics. Right, there's 5 units down here. I thought there were more than 4. Sorry, 6. 6, not 5. Alright, how's this fight going? They are numerous, but they do have 4 light ship, no, like transport ships. There goes the first of their galleys. Then we're going to kill this transport, looks like. Yep, and now we're just crushing them. Numbers have turned against them now. They no longer have the galleys. We're applying double damage. They do have bigger hulls. The war cogs. I ideally don't want to lose even a single ship, so I am going to retreat even though we're winning. Then we can repair up and come back out to finish the fight. Now you guys, let's head north. I don't want Wallachia getting any funny ideas about winning this war. You'd probably accept the peace deal already. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. And in fact, I'm going to take the peace deal immediately. I'm going to take it just like this. Sure, it's going to cause a coalition, but we're going to have truces with a bunch of these people. I mean, we just fought and beat the coalition, so excuse me if I'm not quaking in my boots at the concept of a coalition right now. Nice, got those calls started over there. What about these 2? Getting there. And what about you? Already our core. Oh, nice. Didn't realize we'd managed to get that one called already. Sweet. Look at that. Font displaying nicely. Ready for a war with the Romans in in 2 years, which gives us 2 years just to kind of do a little R&R, a little rest and recuperation. We will demote some more greater nobles. And you know what? I'm feeling lucky. I will roll the dice, and it worked. We will continue to offer great gifts to the lesser nobles. And another decade of self-rule to the burghers, along with... In exchange, I'll take some citizenship. Get us some city growth. Nice. Bolu is a big province. There's a lot of rural development there. It's going to be very helpful that we've managed to demote them there. Okay. And yeah, once we manage to start getting the autonomy down in this big section here, that's a lot of new men for the front line. Manpower is obviously down in the short term, but that's not too concerning. Nice, and the whole Wallachian army died in the end anyway to Tarnovian rebels. That's funny. Okay, excellent. I'm going to call it apart there. Thank you ever so very much for watching. In the next episode, I expect we will try and claim for ourselves the city of the world's desire. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.